Short break carers come from many different backgrounds and have a range of previous experiences.
I worked in schools for children with disabilities since I was 18 years old, so I've always worked with children with special needs.
I was looking for a volunteering job throughout my A-levels. I wanted something that was really active.
I'm a qualified nurse by profession. I worked for 14 years back home.
I was working in a factory for 16 year.
I wanted to do something and help somebody, help other people.
I wanted to do hair and beauty at first, but my mum persuaded me to maybe go down the health.
And there was an advert for a young child who says he had disabilities and that he needed some short time away from his parents so they could have a rest. And I says, this is something that I'm really interested in.
Throughout my family, there's a number of foster carers, and it was just a natural progression. I don't see it as... It wasn't a big debate or anything like that.
It was teacher training at Bath, but I didn't follow that up. I actually went into industry, and then when I came out of industry, I started to hear about holiday clubs and other inclusion work programmes.
When I left school, I went to college for 2 years and did a childcare course, and it was like 1 week in, 1 week out in a placement. While I'm on placement, I worked with a girl that had disabilities, and just from then on I thought that's something that I'd want to do.
I felt like it was a chance for, without sounding too twee, to make a difference, really.
The main challenges really have been sort of organising practically child-minded arrangements, for example, fitting in with my own children going to and from school. There could have been so many times at the beginning that I could have said, you know what, this is just too much. But I just love her when I hear her laugh. When I hear her laugh, I think, oh, because she cannot tell me, I've really had a fantastic day today. I really loved spending time with you. I just think it's the same as having your own children. You keep on going no matter what, wouldn't you?
Of course there are days. I mean, we all have days. I have days when I think, oh goodness, I really now could do with putting my feet up and having a cup of tea, not having, the school bus arriving as well as my children and managing for the evening. But actually, once they're all through the door and you muck in, you kind of just get on with it and you remember what life is about, really.
People trust us, they leave their loved one with us. It's good, it's a confidential, it's a relationship. I think a family placement is really a family placement. We are like a family now. My daughter is doing this course now. She did the training, everything. Everyone is impressed, this job. And especially when they look at me, oh my God, if you can do it, we can do it.
To be able to facilitate a family to have that sort of rest that they need so that they're charged up, and to be able to help that family cope with what is quite often a really difficult situation, to be able to do it better, it is an amazing feeling, it really is.
It's nice to be able to go home after work knowing that you've made somebody happy for the day, as well as yourself.
I've become a lot more aware of how fortunate I am. I've also become aware that I can sometimes, because I never thought of doing anything like this before, and I never put thought to people such as Max, and now I've become a lot more caring and aware of disabled people.
Seeing the smiles on their faces, when I go home and at the end of the day, I feel like as if I've achieved something with with my life, not another everyday job sort of thing. So it's more fulfilling. I've never been bored with this sort of job.
I've certainly seen the benefits of being like a male role model for them. Children and young people, not all of them have got the stable male figure in their life. So it's quite nice to be able to provide that to them.
How somebody can ask for a drink when they've no verbal communication, and you can learn just how somebody's eyes move, that's what they want, and you've got it right.
If someone asked me about becoming a befriender, I'd just say go for it. I think to describe myself before, I was very kind of nervous about trying something new. And I wanted to do medicine, so I thought, well, I really need to get out of my shell. And with the training that we were given, and just me out there, with Amy, I think I'm a very different person now. in a good way.
I wish I'd gone into it earlier in my life, you know, to make a bit of more of a career.
It's something that I'm so glad that I actually entered into.
Really enjoy it. It's really good.
I've tried lots of different things, but where I've ended up now is where I want to be, and it's what I want to pursue in my future career.
It's the best job in the world. I know not everybody agree with me, but I love it.
People provide short breaks in lots of different ways. To hear from short break carers and find out how you could be the big difference to disabled children and their families, go to www.sharedcarenetwork.org.uk or ring Shared Care Network on 0117 941 5361.